So I would like to call up Comrade Rauna Mutati. She will be followed by Netumbo, Mrs. Netumbo Jerry Aukongo. So Netumbo, please come up right after Rauna finishes with her report. Thank you.
Viva NEKA, viva! Aluta! A Victoria! Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. With all the protocol observed, thank you, Master of Ceremony. We recognize the presence of the ED, Dr. Martin, Audrey Mate, as he delivered the keynote speech on behalf of the Minister. Honorable Pia Mushelenga, Minister of Information and Communication and Technology, ICT, my mentor. Secretary General Mbushe, Ms. Sophia Shaningwa. Citizen Nahas, the patron of NEKA. General Martin Shali, our own father, who always recognizes us regardless. Yes, we are indeed special. I am also going to recognize in absentia my sister and my advisory, that is Benita Nakambo in absentia. I'm also recognizing Comrade Dr. Chitunga Ngurare as an adopted brother and child of the freedom fighters, members of the media, dear delegates, children of the liberation struggle, and distinguished guests. As the Master of Ceremony earlier mentioned, my name is Ms. Rauna Amutati, the Secretary General of Namibia Exile Kids Association. What I'm going to put across is actually notes that we put together with my former president, Ms. Benita Nakambo. I really wanted her to be here. So this was a collaboration between me and her. The Namibian Exile Kids Association is an umbrella organization for all exile kids. It is a democratic organization that seeks to promote the social and economic welfare of the children of the liberation struggle. Whilst keeping the memories of their experience for posterity, the organization seeks to promote the interests of those youth who were born or raised for the purpose of unity, inspirations, motivations, encouraging them to aim higher in order to achieve personal and promotional goals. Over the years, NEKA have focused on ensuring that children of the liberation struggle are taken up by the system in some or other way, while creating opportunity for those that needed business support as well as bursaries. Most of the above initiative has been done through negotiations and seeking opportunity where we could find. But this must be noted that all initiatives were successful, but a lot of strides were made. The Constitution of NEKA dictates that every 5 years there should be a Congress to discuss issues related to children of the liberation struggle in relation to the well-being and how they can be productive citizens of the Republic of Namibia, regardless of the circumstances. Congress allows also for an opportunity for the amendment of the organizational constitution in line to its objectives and aims that it hopes to achieve. We must remember that most, if not all members of NEKA were born during the liberation struggle systematically for the purpose of human supply. We are aware of that a lot of comrades have compromised on the principles of the party, but we remain adamant that the party can still serve the interest of the masses and the people of Namibia if and when redirected. It is our hope that the new executive continue to bring in discussion issues of how in the region's veteran association functions, the sustainability of our mother party and its ability to stay abroad for yet another 20 years, and the need to affiliate as a transmitting belt. These are some of the issues that could be in line as they serve the interests of NEKA as an organization. In short, for the sake of time, that is just a briefing on the NEKA's current stand. Right now, I'm just going to give a very brief activity report on what NEKA has been doing for the past 10 years, but only in brief, because, due to the time constraints, yeah? 2015, NEKA organized a public lecture at the Nampower Hall, centered, the title was The Journey and Resilience of the Namibian Exile Child, from Kasinga to 25 years of independence. That was in 2015. The topics were Children of the Liberation, Patriotism to SWAPO Political Ideology Explained. That was done by my General Martin Shali, who did it so well. So that is one of the topics. The contrasting psyche of children born in exile and child born and raised in Namibia. That was done by Dr. Ndumba Kamwanya. Another topic was the contrast between pre-independence and post-independence economic structure. That was one of our crucial topics. And the other one was transitional development of the mindset. That is one of our biggest achievements that we did, just to concentrate on things that affect really the children of the liberation struggle. There are currently tasks that we are busy doing and we are continuing to do. Inclusion of the children of the liberation in the Veteran Act. I wish the president of Veteran Association was here, Mr. Shikongo, just to enlighten us on this one. But that is one fight that we are doing so that we are included in the Veterans Act. Business possibilities, opportunities for children of the liberation struggle. There is a milestone somewhere, but we are starting the sense that we have tried to help our members to open a business and get business opportunities, but opening a business, it's not an issue. Getting business opportunities is always a challenge. It's the mindset out there in the business fraternity, where they think that a child of the liberation struggle is not serious. When you give them a job or a business, they're not going to accomplish, which is a wrong mindset from the public. NEKA to affiliate to the SWAPO party mother body. This has been a fight, and thank you very much, Auntie Nango, that you are here. Probably we can go in deep discussion about the affiliation to the party with this one. Collect and compile all pictures and videography of the ex-combatant to archive. I just realized this is a very tough year for our elders. I don't know, they are getting old. Guys, if you realize we are losing them one by one, and this is the time that we must really archive their histories, and we are lucky to have some of them. They are 16 years old yet, but we never know when they are going, so we need to archive their history, very important. To promote NEKA entrepreneurs to participate in expos. So this we have taken up with the Ministry of Trade and Industry to really sometimes just invite our members. We have very innovative members in all our business areas. We have the caterers, hair salons, and everything. If there is any business expos, so that we just get invited to this to show off our talents. Challenges that still need to be addressed from the NEKA side. The funding from the state, we are really struggling. All this, NEKA is run on a voluntary basis. We don't generate any cents apart from we are trying to get from our members, which is also almost impossible. So we are also looking at an aspect of if the state can come in to do some funding to us. It's not like in money, even terms, we even approach in terms of the office corner that we can just operate from. Lack of support from the mother body, I can't finish talking about this. We really get a neglect from our mother body, where we think that is where we're supposed to breastfeed, but the support is not really that much forthcoming. Children of the liberation struggle were employed, yes, and abandoned the work. I'm in the recruitment committee at the Office of the Prime Minister, where we do the recruitment together with, I recognize Mr. Asino as one of the members of that recruitment committee. Every time we have to get reports that several people have abandoned their work. That is not so cool, but also it shouldn't be perceived that it's every child of the liberation struggle. So we would like to urge, basically, what we try to do from a NEKA side when when the guys are recruited, we try to put them through a kind of a rehab where we cancel and tell that you are going out there and this is the challenges and whatsoever. We are still experiencing some that have abandoned the job and later it becomes a burden of NEKA. And the last one on this one is like accountability on the 11 million that was allocated to the children of the liberation struggle. It was reported, I think it's how many years now, 5 years ago, that Children of the Liberation Struggle body was awarded 11 million from Social Security. And this, we have tried to find how this was spent. Until now, nobody can explain to us how it was spent. This is very disappointing. And this is one of the things that we got somebody to be. It's called the CLS 11 million fish rod. So we have to sort this out. We need to know where this 11 million was spent and how it was spent, because all what we know, we heard that it's finished. It was well spent through the Ministry of Youth. Dr. Mate, this is directly to you. Okay, and the list, but last but not least, in its 10 years of existence, at least this I'm proud of, NEKA has achieved the following, which is almost in reputation, but is worth mentioning. 2,600 CLS have been trained through the National Youth Service, whereby about 400 were placed at Berg Okas. We did some regular visit to Berg Okas with the support from the late Dr. Banki. We really miss him, may his soul rest in peace. But there was, the training was really 2,600 of them. And out of that, at least 1,200 were placed in different structures. 70 CLS were trained at NEMT, and those that managed to finish courses were all placed in the system. This was a donation from actually the late, the MD for NEMT. Yeah, may his soul rest in peace. Yes, thank you, Mr. Ndishishi. So this was a straight donation from him. These children of the Liberation, they were trained free of charge, but it was streamlined through the Ministry of Youth, which they facilitate very well. This is one successful thing that I can testify to the ministry that they did very transparent. The following ministries are some of the ministries that I must credit for really coming up and every time having a fight of accommodating our children of the liberation struggle during their recruitment. That is the Ministry of Defense. Big up for them. NAMPOL, definitely. I'm sure most of the children of the liberation struggle that are even currently here are absorbed by defense and NAMPOL. Ministry of Trade and Industry, don't leave them out, very interesting, but they took some of our graduates, and I must appreciate that. Ministry of Health, most of the cleaners, institutional workers are in the Ministry of Health, and they are really doing well. We did some random check at Korihas at Mochiri. They are very good at doing their job despite the conditions. When they saw us there, how they wash that body, is somebody, because they say we are selective. They are washing the corpse as if it's not a dead body. So this message must go out there that children of the liberation struggle are not selective in what they are doing. Even somebody that was employed 7 years ago, we went to check at Korihas Mortuary. He's still there and doing his job properly. That is just a message that I would like to put through. Minister of Education, definitely. Agriculture, in all the extensions, we have a lot of those that are really absorbed by agriculture. Tourism is one of them, absorbs substantial amount of intakes. And then we have the approx number of our members recruited through the NEKA initiative is currently sitting at 4,800 that are recruited through our system. I thank you very much.